Good morning YouTube. Today I am going to talk to you guys about my new training split on my road to Mr Olympia 2026.
Olympia. We are going to Olympia, baby.
It is 6:30 a.m. here in Sydney, 11th of December. Today is my rest day. The primary focus is going to be my lats and my arms. On my last training program, I was training 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on, 1 day off. But currently, I am doing 5 sessions for the week. So I'm resting Mondays and Thursdays and training Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I am hitting back and biceps twice a week. I am hitting triceps twice a week, delts twice a week, hamstrings twice a week. I am doing quads once a week, chest once a week, and yeah, I think calves once a week. Calves matter, but not that much, to be completely honest with you. So the total volume for triceps for the week is 18 sets, biceps is 16 sets, side delts 14 sets, rear delts 3 sets, back is 18 sets, chest is 8 sets, quads I'm doing 6, hams I'm doing 9, and adductors I'm doing 3, calves I'm doing 3 sets. So the most of the work goes to back, which I'm doing 18 sets, and triceps, which I'm doing 18 sets. Then it's biceps. Day 1, starting from Tuesday. My first training session after a rest day is a back and biceps day. Why do I train back on a Tuesday? Because after a rest day, I am fresh and I want to make sure I am getting the most out of my session. On my back and biceps day, I start my workout with single arm, straight arm pull down to really target the lats. We do 2 sets of that. Then I move on to a vertical lat pull down and I'm doing 2 sets there. Then I'm moving to a single arm cable pull down, which is with a slightly different angle. If the vertical is coming down from there, the single arm pull down is coming down from there. And then I move to an upper back movement, which is a chest supported row, and I'm only doing 1 set here because I don't really need to add size to my upper back. I'm mainly focusing on lats. And then the final movement, I am doing a single arm cable row, sitting on a bench with my hand on a bench to create more stability. More stability equals more power, and more power equals more growth. And then I finish off my workout with 3 biceps exercises, starting with a face curl. Then we move to an incline dumbbell curl with my elbows behind my torso, and then we finish off with a Panata biceps curl where my elbows are in line with my torso. So hitting the bicep from 3 different angles. Then we move on to Wednesday. On Wednesday, I train triceps, delts, and hamstring. Starting my workout with triceps because they are a priority and I want to work on them when I'm fresh, right? Starting with deep triceps machine, doing 3 sets here. Then we move on to overhead triceps extension, 3 sets. Then we got crossbody triceps extension, 3 sets. And then we move on to delts. For delts, I have machine side raises, 2 sets of that. And then I do calf laying side raises, 3 sets for that. And then we move on to hamstring curls. For hammies, I start with laying hamstring curls. I am doing 2 sets for that. Then we do inverse curls, which is like a assisted no-drick machine, and I do 2 sets of that, and then I finish off that day with some adductors, 2 sets for adductors. Then I have a rest day on Thursday, which is today, okay? And then after my rest day, I start again with back and biceps. For this workout, we start with single arm nautilus pull down, 2 sets of that. Then I am doing assisted chin ups, 2 sets for that. And then I'm doing 2 sets of the single arm nautilus row, again lat bias. And then we move on to an upper back movement, and I'm only doing 1 set here, which is the chest supported T-bar row. And then we finish off with some machine pullover. And then for biceps, we start with facing way biceps curl. I am doing 3 sets for that. Then we do 3 sets of single arm dumbbell spider curls, and then we finish off biceps with some cable biceps curl, where my arms are in line with my torso. Then Saturday we have chest and delts. It is the only day I train chest. For chest, we start with chest fly, 2 sets. Then we do nautilus chest press. I am doing 2 sets of that. And then I got low incline Smith press, again 2 sets. And for the 4th movement, we have high incline cable press, and we're doing 2 sets of that. And then for delts, because my delts need more work than my chest, I am doing 4 exercises and 3 sets for each exercise. Starting with cuffed lateral raises, I do this one on the floor, and then I move on to cable Y raises. Again, this one I do it on the floor as well. And then I do seated dumbbell side lateral raises, and I finish off with some rear delts with cables. Sunday, the final day, I am doing triceps, quads, and hamstring. Starting with single arm overhead triceps extension, then moving on to single arm over shoulder tricep extension. Guys, these movements, obviously the angles are different. One is overhead, and my elbow is just above my shoulders, and the other one, the cable is coming from here, and my elbow is in line with my shoulders, so it's more like this. And then I do cross body triceps extension, so hitting triceps from all different angles. For triceps, for all those 3 exercises, I am doing 3 sets, so 9 sets in total. Then we move on to hamstring curls, seated hamstring curls, 3 sets of that. And then we have leg extension for 2 sets. Smith squats. With this one, I am biasing quads, so I really try to keep my hip forward when I go down, keep my torso upright, and then when I go down, I think of getting my ass to touch my heels to maximize knee flexion. And then we do single leg press, and we finish off with some calves for 2 sets. So that is my training split on my road to Mr Olympia. It's only early days. I'm on week 2. I just started week 2 yesterday, and everything is feeling really fucking good. Obviously, I've picked the exercises that feels the best for me, and I am truly enjoying every single exercise, and I'm sure I'm going to make really good progress with these lifts as the food slowly going up. We are only on the 2nd week on this training block and this growth phase after my last shows. Obviously, I had a few weeks off, did some block work, everything was perfect. We got the green light to push, and I'm going to push. I don't know for how long, we'll see, we'll find out, but at least for a good 16 weeks on my road to Mr Olympia before, we pull back, let the body rest, and go at it again. But obviously I will be incorporating some deloads in the middle whenever I feel like I need it. I'm usually good to push for a good 6 to 7 weeks before having to do a deload week. I always listen to my body. I make sure I do. Alright guys, so that is the split. Episode number 2, Road to Mr Olympia. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Your support is what keeps me going, and if I see more support, I will keep making videos like this for you guys so you can benefit from it. Thanks guys.